back to Gloucester Golf Centre with myself, Joe Lavery. So I'm really excited to bring this video to you today from the 18 Putt Lab. I've spent a lot of time with these putters the last couple of days, doing a lot of sort of putter fits for these, and they've been amazing. So I'd like to introduce to you the new Odyssey O-Works range. Let's have a look. So as you can see, guys, this is the new Odyssey O-Works range, and they come in two types of grip. They come in the 1.0 or the 2.0 grips from Superstroke. So there's a slight misconception with these. People believe that just because of this bit here, they're all countercord. That's not true. So basically the reason why they've done this is Superstroke now started to sell weight packs, and very much now you can purchase a weight to go in the top of this to make it like a countercore putter. So that's sort of the idea behind the top there. So if we actually take a little look around here, you can see a lot of sort of Odysseys, traditional shapes making their way now into the O-Works line. Starting off from this end here, we have the O-Works 1W or 1 wide. Very sort of traditional look again. You can see a lot of these have got the same sort of paint fill. So you've got the white with the red to help with the alignment, and then the black sort of going around the outside. And then some funky weights in the bottom. Next up we have the R line, which you can see here. Again, really nice sort of to look down on. You can see there with the white line, help with alignment with the red, and again with sort of black finish. Very sort of traditional looking shape, this one perhaps compared to some of the others as well. So we also have the number 7, probably my favourite amongst the sort of family. So you can see there the white, the 3 red dots, the red lines. I think this thing just looks super smart. It's a shame the tape there is making it reflect, but really cool looking putter. I think this is probably the one I'll be using to test, but you can get a good idea of it there. We also then have the number 9, obviously heavy sort of toe hang putter. Again, pretty good looking putter, same sort of colour throughout. To design for something with a bit more arc in the stroke compared to sort of the number 7 that's face balanced. The very popular V-line Fang. See, it's a pretty cool face. I'll talk you through all that in a second. I mean, if you look down on this thing, really good for alignment. So you can see rather than having the dots, just got the straight line and the 2 lines there to sort of surround the ball. So we have another R line there, and then we have just a number 1, which is a very traditional sort of blade. You can see there with the centre line, no line on the top, and the white and black finish again. Very smart. These putters just feel very premium as well when you hold them. I don't know how they come up on camera, but they feel very nice. So last but not least, we also have the 2-ball. So this thing looks great. I don't know how it's going to pick that up, but you can kind of see they've done a darker line now around the 2 balls, and that actually looks great with that sort of gunmetal sort of finish really. Again, on the bottom, just looks so smart. Looks even better actually when the plastic's off. And this one here is coming with the 1.0 Superstroke grip. So guys, here we have the actual putter face, probably the most important part of the new Odyssey O-Works range. And as you can see, it looks nothing like anything they've ever done before. I mean, if we compare it to the one I'm using at the moment, which is just a standard white hot, you can see there how that is just a pure white face, which is smooth. And if I compare it to my prototype 2-ball, you can see there how it's got the mill effect, but still, if you run your finger across, it is smooth. You can kind of see the milling. So Odyssey have completely changed the face over. In fact, they've gone for this effect. Now if you have a look at that angle, you can see how the face on there is not smooth. Let me see if I can get that one to focus. You can see how the face has kind of little hinges. And that's really the whole idea behind this putter. Very much what they were finding is a lot of amateurs weren't getting the ball to roll end over end. In fact, they're imparting backspin on the ball, very much making the ball jump and not roll consistently. By actually inputting this sort of hinge effect on the face, what this does is encourages forward roll, and we'll have a look at that in a moment on the slow-mo cameras to see if that actually works. But one thing I can say is the face feels very soft. yet the ball travels very quickly, and that's just purely the effect of the ball rolling end over end. Okay, so guys, I'm going to be using the number 7 just for the testing today to have a look. So I've got the film off the front of the face so we can get a real good evaluation of what's going on. So, first impressions. Putter looks very good, nice and easy to align, which is kind of key. Really stands out actually the white to the black effect. If anything, I wouldn't mind a 3.0 on this just because of my putting grip style. Whereas this one currently has a 2.0. The thing I'm very impressed with there is the noise. There's hardly any noise, there's hardly any feedback from the face on this putter. The ball rolls very fast. If you look how well the ball rolls out, kind of see the ball doesn't look like it's slowing down towards the target. Some putters that are hitting here only just make it to the hole. So the interesting thing with this would be definitely getting it out on the golf course and trying some longer putts. How would this feel over 20 foot? Because in theory, if the ball's rolling more consistently, it should be easier to judge. But if the ball feels like it's not going to stop, does that make it harder to control? So it feels great off the face. Let's do some slow-mo videos and see what we get. So just so you guys know what's going on, those are the 3 putters there we're going to use for comparisons. We've got my V-Line White Hot. We've got the Prototype 2 ball, and then we've got the number 7. What we're basically doing is we're putting off this metal dot every time. That one there has been perfectly lined up, so we can actually get a read off of that slow motion camera there. So guys, I've done some testing. So the first one we're going to putt with is my White Hot putter. So this is the one I'm currently using for the season. So as you can see, we've got the Sharpie line on the ball there pointing directly up. So we're looking for the first, any sign of movement of that going forwards to indicate when the roll starts. So we take the putter back. So you can see it kind of hasn't moved, still hasn't really moved, started to roll. So you can see there, that putter there just starting to angle there, okay? If we then have a look at that compared to that with the much more expensive milled putter, so this is what Odyssey as you can see, they're all Odysseys. This is what Odyssey have kind of compared it against, is the milled. You see this ball here actually imparted backspin. Can you see how that ball there jumped? And only just really starts to roll in that position. But you can see that ball has jumped. Which I mean isn't great for a ball that you want to roll. So if we have a look again, you can see how that line almost goes backwards after impact. So that's the backspin that I was on about being imparted on the ball, and that's going to make it really difficult to judge pace putts. So let's have a look at it with the new, it works. So the idea is it's supposed to get the ball to roll faster. So I haven't even seen this footage myself yet. And is that starting to roll? That is starting to roll there. You see that already rolling? So the other one was what? Just past the hole? You see it's already beginning to roll. I think it's even rolling at this point here. You can see how that ball initially just travels forward. Okay, so that's just inside the left heel. Let's compare that to with my V-line. We know it's beaten the milled putter by a fair old way. No way. So you can see there that ball has not rolled, it's just skidded and begins to roll at this point. So it's probably rolling an inch faster with the new one over my V-line. So I picked my V-line because I thought that had the best roll on it at the time. That was, that was as good as perhaps I could get it. And let's just compare that a second to the actual milled putter. So you can see in this position here, that ball just tilts back. That is terrible. And up into that position. So you can see how much difference that makes having that new face insert just gets the ball to roll faster. So the idea is obviously those micro hinges are working to get the ball rolling. And you can certainly notice it when you hit putts with it. You can just feel that ball doesn't feel like it wants to stop. So I think the results, to be honest, were fairly conclusive in that the O Works definitely gets the ball to roll much faster. It's very often manufacturers will come up with claims such as it's going to reinvent putting and kind of change how we think about putting and revolutionise it, and we kind of stand there and go, well actually I don't know if that works. Very much so with this, it certainly does what it says. It says it's going to make it roll faster, and it does. It rolls much quicker off the face, as we saw, you know, an inch. Certainly an inch faster than on my VLI, much faster than on my milled putter. That's not to say a milled putter won't work for you. It's not to say you might find a completely different result. But just for myself, the O Works certainly rolls much faster for me off the face, and I found that with a few people as well today. So it's definitely worth, if you haven't had a go at one of these already, coming in, having goes. You can see we've got the complete range in stock, and we've got them all in 1s and 2s on the grip. So yeah guys, thank you very much for watching. If you haven't checked out our Facebook or Instagram pages, please do, at AT Golf Coaching, and I look forward to hearing from you again soon. Thanks a lot.